So what are your current thoughts about the car culture now versus 10 years ago, and what do you think it'll be 10 years in the future?
Now versus then. Now versus then, the game just done elevated. Cause I could take you all the way back to when it cost $2,500 to drop a whole car. You know what I mean? I'm talking about rims, paint, interior. Back when motherfuckers was just dropping white guts, 3 blades. It didn't matter what kind of paint. You know what I mean? So it took you $2,500 and your whole car was dropped. The game elevated and went from that to $25,000 to drop a car. Now, the game at $250,000 to drop a car. So, I mean, that just shows you the elevation and where the game done went from. So, in the future, what you think it's gonna take? Half a ticket. Some cars may have a ticket, a half a ticket, $750. Like, it's going up higher and higher to the point it might be a whole ticket to drop a car, and that's a don't. But see, the don'ts, it's so much you can do to the don'ts. Opposed to other cars, you know, you have limited things that you can do. With the don'ts, they so big, you can find some of everything to do to them. So that's why I say the game just gonna continue to elevate. I seen the game transition from 2022 to 2025, where motherfuckers spending an extra $120, $125 in the car right now. So it's slowly elevating real fast though, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, in the time frame, just from 2022 to 2025, it take you almost an extra $125 to drop right now, cause you gotta be frame off now. But this only if you talking like big dog status in the game, right? You gotta frame off. You gotta have them gold packages. Now they done almost like made it mandatory. I ain't gonna say mandatory, but you know what I'm saying, like, just to cut the chatter, you just gotta show them up for, yeah, I could put Dayton's on it, so you gotta drop the Dayton's. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the game it just elevated, you know what I mean, so much. And for a set of big hugs, right? You talk that shit right about the big hugs. For a set of big hugs right now, if you go down to large, right, and you want a set of big hugs, large want 35 racks for them. That's a brand new set of big hugs. Another 3,500 for the steering wheel. So that alone, you at like a 40 ball right there, just on wheels. So the game definitely elevated a whole lot. Motor-wise, you gotta have a supercharge. All that carburetor, that shit out the window, you understand? You gotta have that supercharge. That package gonna run you at least a dub or better. The game definitely has elevated and is steady elevating.
Hey, one of the most asked questions on YouTube, man, what the fucking Nava car? Cause that bitch sound like an airplane when that bitch take off. You hear me?
Yeah, that's just like, that's a little baby gorilla. That's all that motherfucker is. A little baby gorilla.
But that shit be sounding like when you pull out the...
You know how that... you know how that shit get up to my... But that shit don't just make noise. That shit get where it's supposed to go. So, shout out to Pros Tuning. They built the gangster right there when they built that one. I definitely love that one. And money well spent.
Alright, so with January 18th just passing by, and I feel like you say, I agree, the game changing. What are your thoughts about January 18th and how everything went? What do you want to tell the people?
As far as January 18th, man, January 18th was a mission. It was a mission, man. And big shout out to the team, Big Key Steve, man. everybody stayed down. When I say stayed down, throughout all the adversity, we stayed down. So with that January 18th situation, man, we had about 5 months into promo. We promoted that show, we promoted it. We had the approval, well, not the approval, we had the city gave us the green light, right? The city gave us the green light and took it back. That's crazy, right? But so how that went was, city said, okay, we're gonna give y'all this location right here to do an event, right? So we said, cool. Dollar came to the team with it because it was in his city. So Dollar, he got the okay to do it. So it was like, here, this is a location y'all can do it. We went, everybody go down, we look at it, start planning it out. By Dollar living in the city, you know, he got every day to go out there and plan it out. And he took advantage of it, all that. Nigga put so much work into it. It was crazy, right? He stood out there day for day, and you know, he just envisioned the whole layout, and he did a great job, right? But we wasn't able to show y'all this. I'm pretty sure you seen it in the rendering though when we posted the rendering. Dollar did all that. He came up with all that off the dome. He did, like I say, he did an amazing job, right? So with city telling us that, okay, we got this, we got the okay from the city, so we just know this venue is a go. I mean, this event is a go, so we started putting all our effort into it. Mind you, we steady pushing the show, promoting it through our, you know, social media, flyers, all kind of, you know, if you name it, we had the promo going on it. YouTube, everywhere, right? Just to cut through it, 4 days before the event, we get a phone call from the city. But let me just take you back probably a week before the first red flag, when we should have really realized what was going on and that they were playing with us. They said that they only had 32 police in the city, which was not enough police to accommodate the crowd that they expected. They was like, they can't handle that, the crowd that expected to come. And they had the crowd at 10 to 12,000 people, right? That was their expectation. So it was like, all right, cool, so what's the solution? They said we'll have to bring in other law enforcement. All right, cool, so boom, have a meeting with all law enforcement. So they said we need 50 police to be able to contain this crowd. All right, cool. Now, they thought by saying the 50 police was gonna run us off. But what we did was say, okay, cool, y'all said 50, here go the bread for the 50. The bread got paid for the 50. Now, after paying the bread for the 50, officers come up with another excuse. It's like, they went from excuse to excuse to excuse till 2 days before the event. We can't do it. We can't approve this event in the city. We just don't have the manpower, XYZ, all that. So it's like, dang, we stuck. We scramble around. We use all our resources. We find another a private event space that we thought could hold us, and we got that the same day, right? Which was Thursday. Thursday we get that. Friday we got everything paid for, event paid for, police paid for. Dropped the flyer Friday, telling the people about the change of address, and we put the address on it, which was for Miramar, right? So now it's Friday, right? We're scrambling around. Miramar said hold on, we don't have enough police that signed up for detail for this event. So it's like, okay, cool. We'll whatever y'all find the police, we pay them. Went from that to, I guess they just couldn't find the police. So it was like, what do you do right here? We go to a different agency. We find enough police. So we go back to Miramar. Hey, we got enough police to that we think can handle this, which was like 10 officers, right? And Miramar make the call. They make a decision from the city of Miramar Police Department, make a decision saying that they didn't want the event in the city of Miramar. So now we get the phone call maybe around like 1 p.m. It's probably like 1 p.m. Friday. Now we got a crew over at the events site, setting up the stage. I got the fencing, ticket booth, all that has been delivered over there. The city and the venue called and said, pull the plug. Mind you, it's 1 o'clock. Tomorrow is the event. So we stuck. It's like, damn, what we do right here? Instantly, everybody mind go to work. Hey, we gotta go find a private events space, because we can't go through city. We have no time to get nothing approved. We don't have time for police, pay for police, none of that. Everything closed because it's a 4-day weekend. It's Friday, MLK Day Monday, so it's a 4-day weekend. So it makes it very, very difficult. So now it's like, in other words, we fucked. That's what we basically say. It's like, damn. But mind you, we got all these people here from out of town. All these out-of-towners that came in town, and they came in town for us, for this show we got going. So it's like, how do we let these people down right here, bro? It's like, the first thing people gonna say is, hey, y'all knew this was canceled. Why y'all didn't say something before we all got down here? It was gonna make us look so bad, so we know we had to do something. Can't even hold you, right? Me and Fly had done got together behind everybody's back. Nobody ain't even know it. We like, hey, bro, listen, man. I say, Fly, man. Motherfucker told me about an old Home Depot parking lot, man. The Home Depot done closed down. I say, man, shit, man, we gonna have to take that bitch there, man. we gonna run this shit somewhere, man. I say, boy, they just gotta go on and book us, boy. I say, we having this event, bro. We ain't going out without a fight. So Fly was like, boy, I'm with you on this one here, boy. He like, man, I don't care what parking lot we go to, we gonna do this bitch somewhere. So I mean, that's just where we was at, right? So the team working, everybody put their heads together, everybody using their resource. Voila, we get the group text. Oh, we found a venue. One was in Davie. So me and Fly shoot the Davie. They found the other one in Homestead, which was where we just had the event at, right? So Dollar and Steve shoot down to Homestead, and like I say, me and Fly shoot out the Davie. Man, when me and Fly get to Davie, man, the first thing we see is a motherfucking camel walking through the yard, chickens, all that, goats, all this shit. It's like, hey, bro, hold on, bro. Mind you, we're in a residential neighborhood. When I pulled in, I just put the truck in reverse. I said, I'm Fly walking through there, he going to the back with the people. I just called, I said, hey, Fly, bro, it's a waste of time, bro. Let's get up out of here. We ain't even got time to waste right here. Let's get up out of here, bro. It's like, next location. But mind you, Dollar and Steve on the other end down there, they down at Homestead already. Like, this some real teamwork type shit, right? So they look over the venue. Dollar get a green light, Steve get a green light, pull the trigger. right, yeah, this is what we're gonna do right here. So Dollar like, hey man, you send the video to the group. It's like a lot of brush laying everywhere, like tree limbs and old pallets and all that. So it's looking crazy out there. Dollar go grab some help right quick. They clean up all the shrubs, all that, everything that's all, you know what I'm saying, thrown around out there. Now we only got maybe another, shit, man, we might got like 12 hours until it's showtime. I'ma just say 14 hours until it's showtime, right? So it's like, man, shit, man, we gotta roll, man, we gotta get it rolling. We ain't really got enough time for our fencing to get in. Shit, we should already had cars in. Definitely all the out-of-towners, they should already been loaded in. So again, we like 14 hours. We running off like the energy that we running off is like fumes, because nobody can't sleep. We ain't really sleeping. It's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. We texting. Nobody can really sleep because we know it's pressure on us right now. This shit pressure. nigga missing the meal behind this shit. No, nigga ain't even eating. You know what I mean? It's like, man, shit, I can't eat, man. Like, this shit real pressure. So we ended up getting that venue, locking that venue in. We went out there and we made that venue look like what you saw. And man, again, Dollar did an amazing job, man. Steve, same shit. Rebecca, same shit. Buck, same shit. Trap, same shit. Fly, same shit. I mean, the team just went to work, man. When I say the team went to work, we didn't even have enough time for the dream. We just had to work. So we pulled it off, man, and the show was a great show. The turnout was, I'm talking about 10 out of 10, it was a 10. Like, we packed that motherfucker, you know what I mean? And one of the biggest things that I think was holding us back from every venue we went to was law enforcement feeling like something was gonna happen, like something was gonna take place at the event. And I think that's why they kept like pulling the plug on the event. Owner said it was 6,000 people in attendance. Video show, he could be right. It was that many people there, bro. We didn't have a fight. I'm talking about not a simple, we didn't have an argument, bro. That shit played out perfect, man. And we went through with it, everybody enjoyed themselves. You know, you had a few little, you know, whatever, said about whatever, but again, bro, we got that shit done in about 14 hours. So I say, dog, if we can do that, we can do anything, man. And we moved that shit 3 different times, 3 different locations, bro, from Florida City, Broward, Miramar, and way back to Homestead, bro. So for everybody that followed us, man, I personally want to thank you, man. And if you did, I mean, if you didn't come, you didn't make it, but you had the desire to come, but it just was too far for you, I understand. But peep this. Right now, as we speak, we working on next year, MLK. We going to lock in the venue. Maybe next week. And this shit won't happen no more, I promise you, man. So we'll see your ass next year, MLK, man. MLK weekend belong to top 5. We're gonna drop a whole weekend for you. Definitely if you're coming from out of town, we're gonna have a whole weekend of vibes for you, 2025. Understand? Top 5 merch, you know what I'm saying? The top 5 chains, all that we doing. We running all that back, you know what I'm saying? So, again, man, 2026, we'll see you MLK weekend, top 5 weekend, state, the beautiful state of Florida. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Big Key Steve, man. Steve did an amazing job. He rode with the team. He trusted in the team, and shit, man. I can't even express gratitude, man. Man, he came on board, man, and again, he trusted and believed in us, man, and for that, we want to thank you too, homie. So as far as the whole top 5 change situation, man, I'm glad guys had a chance to settle that, you know what I mean, and get to the bottom of what happened. And between Dollar, Lou, and the judges, they all got to the bottom of what happened and how it went. And Dollar got with Lou and he made it right. So big shout out to Lou. Chicago, the whole crew pulled up. That was mad dope right there. That was mad dope. But top 5, we're gonna take this show on the road, man. We might end up in Chicago. We might end up in your city. Who knows? But we definitely gonna take this show on the road. And shit, I mean, I hope we be your city next, man. And see you in your city, man. And we pop out and vibe, you know. I know y'all didn't get a whole lot of me after the show because I was a little under the weather. When I say under the weather, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the car. I had just got the car at the shop, you know what I mean, and just had got it right. So I really couldn't really beat on it like I wanted to. But that bitch right now, it's ready now. I got that bitch broke in, it's ready to go now. So when I come to your city, I'm gonna be ready to get out there and have some fun too. You know what I mean?